Final time, Raw hit the USA Network airwaves on Monday night with a show that was dedicated to promoting its debut on Netflix on January 6th. CM Punk and Seth Rollins came face to face one last time before their showdown next week. New World Tag Champions, the War Raiders, partnered with Damian Priest to take on the Judgment Day, and we got the semi-finals of the Women's IC tournament. But the show kicks off with a New Day interrupting Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett's introduction of Jey Uso, taking to the ring to address the fans in the Toyota Centre. Boos drowned them out, opening the door for the former IC champions to join them. Uso dismissed them with a simple New Day sucks chant, and Drew McIntyre was called out instead. Instead, Solo appeared on the video screen and vowed to defeat Roman Reigns and retain Yuta Fowler in a tribal combat match next week. The distraction allowed McIntyre to attack, and a brief back and forth. He laid out Uso to close the segment. A hot start to the show, kind of threading together multiple segments, and it all worked really nicely. So yeah, strong start. The long-running rivalry between American mage Chad Gable and his former Alpha Academy partner Otis culminated Monday night in a match month in the making. Gable targeted the lower limbs of his opponent, looking to take out his base and negate some of his power. It worked for match and match, but Otis fired up and had a late comeback, but Dupree and Tozawa attempted to cancel out Ivy Nile and the Creed brothers' interference, but Nile interfered in the outcome by providing a distraction that allowed Gable to regain control and ultimately tap out Otis with an ankle lock. A strong contest with a red-hot crowd is exactly what it meant to be, and the finish leaves the door open for another matchup. Yeah, good to finally get this match, and I think it delivered. Just a shame we didn't get it a few months earlier when it was really quite hot. Following this, a great video package hyped Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan next week. Finn Balor mockingly told Raquel to wish the latter the best of luck as tensions continue in the Judgment Day. Back in the arena, R-Truth entered for his bout with R-Truth and caught a beat down from the Bruiserweight and was apparently thrown out. Fair enough. Good thing to make Dunn look strong. Before returning to the ring, Damage Control's Dakota Kai battled Pure Fusion collectors Zoe Stark in the third semi-final Women's IC tournament. Stark controlled throughout the first break of the night, and Kai mounted a comeback as she sought a trip to the finals and a revenge for PFC's attack on Kairi 2 weeks ago. Kai overcame the focused attack of their opponent and delivered GTK to advance to the finals. I thought it was a really good match. Would have liked to see it go either way, to be honest. So yeah, happy with the result, and I thought a really fun match too. So 6 out of 10. Before the night's next match, Tessa told through a video package highlighting some of the unforgettable moments of Raw and the USA, which is a great package. Before back in the arena, the Judgment Day took on the War Raiders and Priest. The babyface started hot, but the heels seized control entering the break. They controlled the action to a hot tag to Priest, sparked the comeback. Balor evaded the art for him, he wanted nothing to do with a sworn enemy, and even the rest of his teammates to endure the wrath. Mysterio attempted a 619 but ran right into the South of Heavens for a loss. After the break, Balor clipped the leg out from under Priest and a heel beatdown ensued before Ivar and Eric made the save. A fun and energetic match, the likes of which WWE excels at. The formula is tried and true, but typically results in good in reaction. This is the case here as the babyfaces rolled the victory, but got the heels to get a measure of revenge for the attack on the Archer of Infamy, and the feud, it appears, continues, maybe begrudgingly so for us. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Before the break, the latest teaser for a new superstar aired, and yeah, it's obvious it's going to be Penta, and yeah, can't wait to see him in the Fed. Before Ludwig Kaiser demanded WWE Universe's gratitude before calling up Braun Breaker, instead he got a returning Sheamus. The brawl ensued, and the Celtic Warrior left his rival lying low to Brenda Bree segment. Great to see Sheamus back, and yeah, it's going to be a great match whenever we get it. But backstage, Rey Mysterio popped up to the dejected Otis following his loss to Gable, only to be interrupted by a New Day. A verbal exchange occurred, and the match was made for next week's show. Surprised that's going to be on the Raw Netflix on many of you. But yeah, it's still going to be a really fun match, and looking forward to that when we get it. Before it was time for Lyra Valkyria facing Io Sky in the other tournament match. Monday they battled in the semi-finals, and the result was an extraordinary contest between two skilled in-ring competitors. It was easily the best of the night. The counter and reversals were those constants familiar with each other's movements, and they were gutsy near falls that left fans biting on every toe. Sky scaled the ropes for the over the moonsault, while Valkyria rolled out of the way. The genius of Sky landed on her feet, but tweaked some of her knees opponents and had worked over earlier. A series of counters concluded with Valkyria stacking her opponent up and scoring a pinfall win, robbing Damage Control of an exclusive final. This was wrestling excellence for two of the best in the division. The question now is whether Kai realises her dreams or Valkyria goes straight to the title. Either way, I'm not bothered. But yeah, this was a great match, really showing what both can do. I think especially it could be a breakout match for Valkyria. Great stuff, 7 out of 10. Punk and Rollins then met in the centre of the ring ahead of their hotly anticipated match on Netflix. As expected, they held some heavy-hitting insults and one-liners at each other, holding nothing back and proving that no topic was off limit, including Vince, AEW, and the tension between them and Colt Cabana. The crowd ate it up, intensity in their faces, both of them reflected the blurred lines between reality and fiction. Their match next week is going to be an all-timer, and if it isn't marred by interference or nonsensical blocking, it should be a fitting chapter to what's been a great story between them. Overall, Raw this week gets a 7 out of 10 for me. This was a great show. Strong wrestling, great character and story developments, a buzzworthy conclusion to Raw on the USA. And yeah, obviously a really stacked card that I can't wait for next week. And yeah, Raw on the USA, it's been a hell of a ride, and it's not going to feel right seeing it off cable TV. But yeah, can't wait.
Hey guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.